At the EHF Congress last June, it was unanimously decided to form the Women's Handball Board in an effort to increase participation of women in handball. The board met for the first time last October and for the second time during the Women's 2012 Euro here in Serbia.
We have one big field of women in handball, how to involve much more referees, delegates, women's coaches, women's managers in women handball, because I think that we must rebuild new structure for the women handball. Also, we must have much more spectators in the sports hall. We must also think about criteria for organizing Women's European Championship, because I think that we must have some family tickets, we must have some new product for women handball to involve much more spectators and to invite much more spectators in sports halls.
We see here now at the Euro, for example, even though we have women's referees and delegates and so on, not one coach of the teams that are playing here.
Yes, we also discussed about that. We have much more female coaches on the lower level, especially they're working with mini handball and youth category. But when you're looking on the highest level, we have also a few coaches in the highest level of women's clubs. So we will discuss also about that. I think that I read some good books about gender equality in Europe, and all sports have the same problems. To involve much more women in handball, in basketball, in volleyball. And I think that on the next meeting we will have a clear project for that, how we will involve much more women, especially trainers, to be trainers on the highest level. You know, the trainer's profession is a very specific profession. You're very long out of home, so it's very difficult for the women to stay 4, 6, 7 months out of home. And I think that's also a very big problem. Also salary. Salary is not so sure that you will get salary as a coach. And also a lot of women doesn't see themselves on a higher position, not only as a coaches, also as an executive member, also as a manager. We need to involve much more women in women handball.